Oh, it's showtime.
So it's come to our attention that about 90% of you on YouTube have not yet learned how to smash the like button.
What?
So today, we're going to learn.
No! God,
Are you ready?
please, no! No!
All right.
No!
And that is how you smash the like button. Hit the like button. What did I say?
Hit the like button.
Exactly. Don't forget it.
Nice.
Hey everyone, I'm back, you twats. Let's get ready to rumble!
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world,
on MUFC Realist TV.
ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? I just got hijacked. Who the hell was that? Of course, it was Man U, Nick. You know her, the twats. Anyway, we had a jam-packed show today. Welcome back to the channel. We have Vicky Witterbird also waiting behind the scenes. We have Jarvis Cocker coming. We have a lot of things to unpack today. Of course, today's topic is what's cooking in the Red Devil's kitchen or Hell's kitchen. It's been a crazy year for Manchester United. What is up with Omar Berrada? What is it cooking? All right, let's talk to Nick. Let's talk to Vicky. You know, what changes are we fans gonna expect? You know, are we getting too giddy? I'm cynical, and that's why I'm going to ask the panel here as well. You know, and we've seen that we are going to operational cut. You know, nobody's safe. You know, Omar Berrada has spoken. If you don't perform with 1 or 2 years, we will cut you. We will sell you. We will cut you out. And that's what we're going to talk about. So we will do a fun exercise, but we're also going to do a little bit about what is so special with Scott McTominay, Scotty Mac. Or Scotty Mac, will he survive the cut? We will see. I mean, what about the money? I mean, how are we going to raise funds at the end of the day to go big in the summer window? Stick around for that one, because that's what we're going to talk about as well. And Martial debate. We've seen he dodged the bullet. Everyone read about it today. You know, reports coming out that actually he was, you know, having a hip injury. And then today it was a statement to say that he had a groin injury, and that means that he dodged the bullet. He's not going to be you know, that was the last we saw of Martial. He's not going to play until the end of the season at all. And hot off the plate, who is the striker since Martial is out? Will we go for Benzema, or will it be a Benjamin Sesko? Big up all of you. Welcome to the stage one by one, starting with the one that hijacked. Nick, how you doing, Nick?
I'm doing good, yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a long time. But you've missed me loads, but I'm back.
Oh, yep, I missed you. You know how many times I knocked on your door, you know?
You did. You knocked on my door a lot, and I'm very thankful that you were thinking of me. So thank you for that.
I gave you flowers, and you stopped singing that Miley Cyrus song. I can buy myself flowers, and I was like, what else can a man do otherwise to call in Witterbird, Vicky, to bring you to the, you know, to come here. Vicky, how you doing?
Hiya, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, busy.
Wicked. So what's going on in your kitchen today? What's crack-a-lacking? Everything that you heard today, and I know you have a lot of things to say about Scott McTominay, but I want you to keep your powder dry in that one. Anyway, big up everyone that's tuning in. And we also have brilliant. I think the Norwegian guy, you know, that Norwegian guy that looks like, who does it look like? Rick Ashley, like Never Gonna Give You Up. You know, the guy, you know, Never Gonna Give You Up. Jarvis Cocker. Big up, Jarvis. You're on mute?
Yeah, no, I'm not on mute, but I was on mute, but not anymore.
You was on mute.
No.
Yeah. Jarvis.
Oh, what a great panel today. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me, Mick. And big up, Vicky and big up everybody else. And I see a lot of people in the chat also.
Who's in the chat?
I see. Well, we
I
have
see-
the usual regulars like Stephanie here, keeping the count of the likes. She's up with the 22 likes already, or is it 45? I don't know. Just a thumbs up and 22,
Nice.
45. So let's start the show by hitting the like, everybody. It's important for the algorithms and for people to find our show.
100%.
Yes.
Big up. So let's kick off the show then. Guys, what's going on with Berrada? What is it cooking? What is it up to, guys? You know, I want to keep it short and sweet because we covered this so many times. Are we getting too giddy, Vicky, Nikki?
I don't think so. I think this is the best decision being made in the back room staff for the last decade. Definitely has a whole good vibe since David Gill as well. So let's just own that.
How about you, Nick?
Well, I'm not getting too giddy, but I like everything I've seen. I like the fact that we seem to be getting some kind of proper footballing structure together, and actually we've got football people now, and it feels like we're on the right side of history. I think that we're going to start cooking up a right storm on the pitch, and I'm hopeful that all the pieces are coming together nicely. I know there's been a lot of controversy over, who's going to buy us, Sir Jim Qatar, but it feels like we've got something that we can work on and we can progress. And that, for me, is always what I've wanted, is to see that progression.
Jarvis, there was a statement today, 1958, saying, well, we're not getting too giddy. We are cynical. We will still criticize. We will still protest until everything is sort of announced and properly communicated. I don't know if you saw that tweet as well.
Yeah, I just had a glance, but yeah, I saw it. And basically, they're saying they're welcoming Sir Jim, and they are positive and hope he will be part of the I would say department of the departure of the Glazers. So I'll keep my powder dry when it comes to this and hold my judgment. But I think the 1958s are a little bit positive until Jim, and I think things will be better from now. What do you think, Mick?
Well, I keep my powder dry. I see what's going on, and I understand that, in order to be successful, you got to, optimize as soon as possible. That means getting rid of high wages and stuff like that, and raise capital for the summer. That's what I see. And appointing the right people above, because a rebuild needs to start from the top. Hot. And
yeah, my tea. I think it's 100 degrees.
Yeah. And build all the way down to the dressing room in a certain sense, because if we look at it, Vicky and Nick, we've been, appointing manager after manager and recruiting, players according to the manager's style of play, instead of doing that, create a vision, create a sporting project, that you have an ethos, a philosophy, how you want to play, and then appoint the manager according to that, right? That's what I can see potentially happening, right? But is Erik ten Hag the right person for the job? That's a big question mark. Or is it that he needs that support in order to sort of understand what's going on? Because there was also like a report saying that in his contract, he wants to have a veto in what has been recruited. On the other hand, he didn't have that support. He's been floating along, he's been criticized for his signings, but at the end of the day, who's been sitting there, having those conversations, John Murtaugh, Joe Glazer, we saw that Mason Mount was not his signing. It was pretty much a number 7 shirt signing, a Glazer signing. So I'm just getting excited about that, to get the proper structure in place and how we recruit on the market and how we will sell on the market as well. Because we've been, let's face it, guys, we've been crap at buying and selling. What about you, Vicky? What's your thoughts on that? How do you envision, what can we expect, as a United fan,
Well, 100%. It looks like football is the thing that's going to matter, and that's literally what you should be doing anyway, because success in football actually brings in money. And Also, you know, it should be benefit for the Glazers who have never seen it, as if you do things that have footballing matter, one thing that happens, share stocks go up. So then Man United becomes richer, more beneficial, and it just makes sense to do this like kind of way, and it keeps fans happy, it keeps players happy, it keeps a functioning team. And until they're out, which let's all just agree here, Glazers out, that's what you need to make football matter, and hopefully get into the fact that Jim Ratcliffe can go and make that profit of the stock exchange
100%.
to be up to that $37?
I think it was coming out that he's now more than 25%, 29%, and there was something come out today. Yeah, it's something, Nick. There's something came out today as well that, you know, he's getting it more than football operation. He had like, you know, staff meeting, and he's going to get involved also on the commercial side. Jarvis, what's going on with you? Do you have tics?
Well, I'm looking for my reading glasses because we have some gifts.
Really? Santa
Yes,
came
sir.
late. What do we have?
Well,
I give 10.
We have this from Vicky.
Yeah.
Really?
So I was just like, the more people that join this community, it's a great little community, the more likes you can get, the bigger the algorithm. So let's just hit those likes. Yeah.
Brilliant. Hit those likes and thank you.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
So, Vicky, you're sitting here on the show and you're gifted 10 memberships. That is a legendary status. Thank you so much. Now, Jarvis has his reading glasses on. He's an old man, so he's going to read out.
Yeah, we have new members. We have Ed. Welcome, Ed.
Big up,
We
Ed.
have Ilir United, Captain K-Man. We have Dino, Lewis, Sharon, Lancaster, Red Devil Mode. We have Abdullah Irvin. We have 22112 Eurostar and Graham R, who are the new members of MUFC Realist TV. So welcome, guys, and remember to give a big thank you to Wiki in the chat.
Yeah,
well, no, just hit the like button. That's all I want. Just hit the like button. Let's get this community going.
Yeah, hit the like. Everyone, a massive thank you. First of all, you sitting there, so massive thanks, Vic, for your donation, and everyone in the chat, please give your praises. Also, give Vicky a massive thank you. And Jarvis,
I have two things more. We have a member for 5 months celebration, Red J. So 1 toot in the horn, or 2 for Red J. Thank you, Red J, for supporting us for 5 months. And we have the Swedish guy, Jonathan Liljenberg, from
7 months.
7 months.
Sweden.
7 months.
7.
Fantastic.
Fantastic so much. And everyone that's tuning in, big, I don't know, I can't see the chat at the moment. I'm too busy, hands free. No chat GTP here, just hands free. So big up for tuning in, all the legends who's in the house. Jarvis, should we just shout them out before we continue, as per tradition?
Who?
Oh, I don't know.
The new members?
No. Who's in the chat?
Oh, yeah. I can do a shout out. We have Stephanie Griffith, as I mentioned. We have Nal Kane. We have Ed in the chat. Tom Burridge.
Cool.
We have Ian McDonald. Big up all. Peter Day. Thumbs up. He have already liked the video. We have the legend Angie MUFC. She asking people to smash the like button. And thank you to Angie especially, because I saw you made a brilliant tweet, and you retweeted the promo for the show on Twitter. So that if you can do us a big favor, go to Twitter, Mick's Twitter, and give us a retweet, because that
maybe
helps.
We can post. Maybe we can post that in the chat. Yeah, we could.
I will. And we have a Lilis Welsh Girl 68. We have a Blue Collar Sports TV, a new guy. I haven't seen this name before. He says, I need a lot of convincing that Jim the Rat and Dodgy Dave are the men for the job. So he's very skeptical. Blue Collar Sports TV.
You can't help him feeling skeptical.
No.
Can't.
Yeah. No, but it's like, you've been dating, or we had this conversation, Vicky, the other day, the last stream, and it's like you've been in an abusive relationship for far too long, right? And you're breaking up, right? And then
you 100% gaslit.
Yeah.
You're love bombed with statements and Instagram bios and
and what you do to seek a little bit more attention, you break up, then the first thing you go on Tinder, like, you know, Tinder, you go for Tinder to see what else is out there. And off comes Miss Prince Charming, like, you know, optimization 1%, 25% performance, looks like shiny, but, you know, some people call it Dodgy Dave and some people call it Ineos, and they come out and promise you the world. Of course, are you going to fall for it, or are you going to be, like, you know, still skeptical, barring that you've been sort of mistreated in the past? So I'm kind of that person too. Like, I'm getting a little bit warmer to the idea, but the proof will be in the pudding at the end of the day. It's like you're painting a Picasso picture in front of you. You know, it's all rosy, it's all like colorful, but at the end of the day, the more you start scratching, you know, it's like that song Painted Black by Rolling Stones. Like, I see a picture and I want to paint it black, fading black or something. Yeah. So that's how I see it anyway. So back to the question, Nick. Today, of course, the press is banging on, beginning up all this PR, what to expect as a United fan. And, you know, this is all that we want to hear at the end of the day, like, you know, because you're going to win the fans over as well, right? But still keep the powder dry, be cynical, because it was also reported that it's going to be more than just the football operation, but also in charge of the commercials in certain sense. And that Omar Berrada is behind everything. They're looking at new stadium, new training grounds, and potential new signings as well. Like, you know, I don't know if you I think it was in the Athletic today as well.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Okay. Sorry, we've got a Vic, we've got a Mick, and we've got a Nick. So, you know, it's
and we have a Jarvis.
We have a Jarvis. Jarvis is the standout one, obviously, with this special name. I kind of try and steer away from everything that the press says, because Man United tell stories. They always have done. They always will do. I think for me, it's the football inside that I'm interested in. I don't expect that he's not going to have some kind of interest in the commercial side. But to be honest, that's well and truly taken care of. And as Vicky's already said, if you get it right on the football pitch, you're going to get it right commercially, because that's you're going to start bringing in more fans, it's more sales, more merchandise, and we're already the biggest club in the world. I don't care what anybody says. There's no other team that's ever going to overtake us, regardless of how shit we've been for the past 10 years. But it's the footballing structure that I'm interested in. It always has been. All the other stuff will take care of itself. As long as we've got that footballing structure in place, we start playing like a team, we start playing a good formation, we've got good, solid players who are actually playing for the club and playing as a team, not as a group of individuals. And that's what we've seen for years now, is the individual egos are taking over. You know, I won't mention any names, but we all know the names that I'm talking about. And actually just need to start saying, you're not bigger than the club. You never have been and you never will be. It doesn't matter how successful you are, how much you're getting paid a week, you know, how many books you're selling and how many adverts you're on. Not interested. It's what you're actually doing on the pitch. And I really do think we're going to start seeing some good performances, because there's been so much unrest with the fans, with the club. It's just all been a mess, you know, and this whole sale has been a total mess as well. You know, we thought we were getting a full sale, then it was, you know, part sale, and everybody's skeptical, and we should be skeptical, because it's the same dross week in, week out, year on year. We keep getting told, oh, this person's coming in and they're going to save United. You know, there was all the stuff about Casemiro, and, you know, he apparently phoned his agent and said, I can fix this. I don't want to hear it. I want to see you actually performing on the pitch and showing me that you mean it, not that you can just say it on the phone. Because I could say, yeah, I'm going to go manage Manchester United. But absolutely shit, because I haven't got the first clue about managing a football team. I want to see good, solid performances. But actually, more than just those positional play, I want to see them actually have passion. For me, football is all about passion. And, you know, I've watched a couple of things, and I watched the McTominay interview that somebody kindly posted in the WhatsApp chat the other day, and that passion came out there. And we will talk about McTominay, but something else came out from it, and I don't know what you've got to start seeing these players as humans and what makes them tick, but you also have to show me that you're actually going to put in that effort and actually you live, breathe, work football. That for me is what it's all about, because that's what you're paid to do. I expect 110% every single time you train, every time you're eating. I'm expecting you to be thinking, is this something that's going to be good for me for playing football? That is what I want to see. You retire at whatever, under 40, you can go and eat, drink and be merry then, but actually you focus on football now. And sorry, that was really long-winded. It was supposed to be
No. That's fine. That's fine.
Nick, I love the beginning intro part where you were talking about I don't know how many books you've done or how good you are, and I'm going, I don't know who that is.
I mean, I just want football. That's all I'm interested in. I couldn't give a shit about everything else that you do. I want to see you play football like you actually want to win. Play like you mean it. That's all I want from my players.
Yeah, play like
the worst part is at the moment is that you just don't know which United you're going to get.
Nope.
And it's just so frustrating. So that's the thing that you just want to see. You just want to see. I actually just wouldn't mind seeing even a third of last season being like the attitude. Just the attitude. Do you know what? When we watched, what was it? Was it the Man City game where Rasford came off and Delo came off and they were standing there and they were just wanted the final whistle to go just because they wanted to run out and be with their teammates because they played as a team? You're just not going to get it right now. And that's such a shame to see Rashford fall that badly. But it's like, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. I don't like the fact that if Rashford's doing good, right, then Rashford is like full up front and a team member. It doesn't seem like if he's not being good, he can't be happy for other team members. It almost feels that way. And I don't want to be too negative, but that just looks what it looks like.
You're 100% right, Vicky. You're 100% right. You can tell the players that want it for themselves. They don't really care about the rest of the team. They want it for themselves, and that is not a Manchester United team member for me.
Nikki, can I challenge you?
Of course you can. Go for it.
Can you name some of the players that you think is not showing up?
Who's not showing up?
No, who is not showing up? Name the names on some of those players
who aren't showing up. The entire squad. We've got Rashford. Actually, Hoyen, to be fair, he does show up. You've got Rashford. Garnacho is. There's a handful of players that I would say actually show up and put in a shift. In fact, I wouldn't even say. I'd say 3 players that actually show up. The rest of them, you never know which player you're going to get. And the thing is, for me, all of those players that we've got have the potential to show up and give 110%. So why are they not doing that week in, week out? Because they actually can do it. If you look on paper and you look at our players, we saw it when we went toe-to-toe with Barcelona, toe-to-toe with them. So why are we not doing that every time? Why are we not coming out and needing that mindset to say we need to win this game? Not draw, not let's just go out and have a good time. Actually come out and play. Garnacho, I really like Pellistri when he comes on, but he doesn't get enough game time. But he shows passion and he shows heart when he actually does come on. I'd say Martinez, or Martinez, I always say, he does when he comes on, he shows that passion. Wan-Bissaka for me shows that as well. But the very
Delo does.
Some of these players, Delo does. He's not a great player, but you go back 10, 15 years and you look at some of those Manchester United players, they were bang average players, but what they had was they had the determination and they had good, solid teammates around them that didn't carry them, but worked with them and knew which players needed to be where. They weren't fantastic. Nana, you look at some of the players that we had and they were bang average players, but actually they performed as a team because that is all it takes, is those players working together and playing for each other, playing for each other and playing for the fans. That is all it takes.
That's such a great example, basically. Like, and that leads
Sorry,
to
Jarvis.
no. That leads to that. We've been playing far too as individual brilliance, is what you've been trying to say as well. But at the end of the day, when it comes down, if you look around, like Liverpool, for example. Liverpool, I hate to say it, but they're kind of playing the way we used to play as a team. They know each other's positions. They're not like superstars on the pitch, but they never give up. They never have that never die mentality. They always come like there used to be Fergie time, but I think Klopp stole it. At the end of the day. So what you're kind of referring to, like as a blockbuster, is Forrest Gump. You never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get with this team. You know what I mean? So that is the blockbuster theme today, right?
At the moment, it's like every other one is like a coffee flavor.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And that's what excites me with the Omar Berrada as well, because he was part of that build with City. When you have a competition for places. Just look at the bench. You have to perform 110% week in, week out, and you're not guaranteed a start. Like, you just look at their bench and you go like, oh my God, look at that bench, right? So that is kind of a benchmark, and that feeds in, Jarvis, to what I want to sort of show up today right now is basically Omar Berrada feels that players have to perform or leave the club with 1 or 2 years. Players staying at Manchester United for 3 or 4 years, despite poor performance, will be deemed as unacceptable by the new board. That is a strong statement.
It is. Two things, Mick. One, when you played the video, the Super Chat video, there was an echo. So maybe you should adjust some of the sounds on your soundboard. Second of all, we have 3 Super Chats. I want to address before we move on with the discussion, because I don't want to keep the super chat people waiting. It's hard to earn money, and I respect that.
Yeah. Hang on, let's go.
Super chat.
So first of all, we have Red J. He comes in with the compliment to Vicky. Vicky, you're looking stunning again with the smiling.
No.
Yeah, but he do this all the time, and he comes in, and Jarvis too. So thank you, Red J, for the 2 super chats of €2.49, and we have Jonathan Liljenberg coming in. He says Ineos are so desperate to make Ineos bigger, but why would they not buy 100%? He didn't have the money. This is risky, right? But up that from that Swedish guy. So yeah, he's very insecure about the investment from Sir Jim Ratcliffe.
Yeah, well, hang on. First and foremost, it's not Ineos that's buying this 29%. That is just Ratcliffe himself, right? Utilizing his investment fund. I can't remember what it was on the initial tender. Can't remember the name of it, but it's not Ineos. It's Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He still hasn't involved his Ineos partners. Remember that Ineos is huge. So this might be the start. This is kind of the way I was started to think, well, hang on a second. If you look at the tender process, it doesn't say Ineos whatsoever. What was the name of it, Jarvis? Do you remember?
No, but I'm sure someone in the chat will write it
so
out.
If you look at it from a strategical perspective, they wanted to buy 69% first, but then they went down to 25%. And, there is a general feeling that he might pull in his remaining of the partners, like, the remaining of Ineos, to buy the rest of, the Glazers within 18 months. So this is kind of like, try it before you buy it, potentially, the way I see it. Like, it's a vanity project. Let's see how it goes. But I see that they want to sort of speed things up within 18 months to start winning. And that's why they're appointing, Omar Berrada. They're going to appoint the right people underneath and slowly phase out Glazers. And I really hope so. That's what I want. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit if it's the neighbor next door buying Manchester United, whatever. Because all I ever wanted is full ownership, 100% no Glazers at all, right? And the way the finances are looking, they can't even, buy anything at the moment, Glazers, so because of the debt, right? So something has to change, and you have to build the training facilities, invest in the women's team, stadium, a lot of things. That shows to me that even with the statement that came out when they actually announced Berrada, it was not a Glazer statement. It was more like, what the hell is going on here? So that was more of an Ineos influenced statement. So something. What I read today is that once they get ratified and approved, everything will come out in communication. They will reveal all the plans. Until then, it's hush hush, so a little bit snippets, right? So,
yes.
But still, I'm not getting giddy over it. Like, as I said, like an Anglaise is out 100%. Like, that's it.
Yeah, it's
Troll is limited. Troll is limited.
Trollish. That's Rushmano. Thank you for reminding us.
And wasn't it just always made to believe that the Glazers was just like you had Avram and that they just didn't want to sell as well? So it was never going to be a full takeover unless it was like just so ridiculously overvalued.
I don't know. This whole circus of saga is, I just basically give up interest in it. It's been going on far too long. Yeah, it's like, as what Vic said, I just want to watch football. Like, I just want to see good football. I want us to win. I want us to go back to the top again. And if you look at what people have been saying about Berrada, Michael Richards, and people that work with him, they are saying like, wow, what an appointment. I can't believe it. A lot of people say, I can't believe it. And that means that rivals are getting scared. Rivals are getting scared because United's coming back on top. And media don't like it. They're pushing narrative. The gravy train is going to disappear. As soon as we start performing again, they're not going to be able to sell negative, leak stories about the dressing room leaks and stuff like that. It's going to be a tight ship. And that's what I want,
Yeah.
Yo.
I agree.
Yeah. So that comes down to, what you say, bang average players, Vic, as well. At the end of the day, Scott McTominay,
we talk about McTominay now before we talk about who's going to get cut.
Yes, of course.
We'll go straight into Scott McTominay. Come on, Vic.
Scott
McTominay. Very clear. They are making him star boy at the moment. And I think they're making him star boy for the one good reason. He's homegrown. He's done goals. Let's make him a star boy. He's going to be more money than he was in the last summer transfer, because he's got to be, right? Because he's commercially doing well. He's commercially selling him. He's put himself out for sale. Man United need that money, because that money is just completely nothing gets for FFP. Nothing happens that way. He's done goals. Let's sell a cow.
They're building a narrative. They're telling the story. He was very small. He was and he couldn't train, but he prevailed and fought hard. And now he's the big lad, 6'2", playing for Man United. This is the narrative they're painting for us right now. They're giving him interviews and presenting him as a fairy tale. So
let's sell the cow and let's not hope for magic beans this time, because that's what's happened time and time again. Let's go.
He's still most the criticized player. He was about to be sold in the summer. I'm not a fan, but he's a passion merchant for the club. He's ambassador. He talks the good talk. I think he's good friends with Sir Alex as well. And
he's got that new advert.
He's got that will, he's bang average, what people are saying, but he's got an attitude. He's a Mancunian through and through. He's such a great talker, a great ambassador. But the thing is, on the pitch, it's inconsistent. But anyway, I just want to add this to the stage, and with the short clip, I hope we don't get done by some copyright
issues. Just so
issues.
you know, he's not inconsistent. He's very consistent in his style of play. Almost to the fact that he's a bit like Bruno, where he's just told, just go and do something. Go and do what you want. He's not inconsistent. He's consistent. Limited. It's just, it's terrible.
Consistent in
he's
doing what?
Am I a striker or a midfielder? But do you know one thing I can't do is, I'm not going to defend. What's midfield? Don't know.
I don't know. Listen, Let's hold your powders. I know everyone wants to have a say, but before we do, guys, you know what to do, right? There is about 100 of you looking right now at this video. Please don't be passive. Don't be like greedy glazers. You know what to do. You know how a thumb looks like. It looks like this. So do you want me to play that tutorial again? All right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a tutorial for dummies how to smash the like button.
So it's come to our attention that about 90% of you on YouTube have not yet learned how to smash the like button. What? So today, we're going to learn. No! God, are you ready? Please, no! No! All right. No! No! And that is how you smash the like button. Hit the like button. What did I say?
Hit the like button.
Exactly. Don't forget it.
Nice.
You tell them, Nick. Hit the like button. Brilliant. Thank you. Hope you learned. That's a so simple tutorial. You know what? Hit the like button is so symbolic for YouTube algorithm nowadays. It really promotes this channel. The more the likes, the more YouTube will actually think that, oh, this is great content, and it will promote these to other Manchester United fans. Because at the end of the day, these big corporate channels, I'm not going to mention the names, they are swallowing us smaller channels. And at the end of the day, we are MUFC Realist TV, and of course, we want to grow with you as we go. So big up. Listen, let's dive right into 59 likes, 62
watching. Can I just say, if we get over 100 likes, I will give out 20 more memberships. Just
okay.
Want to get this going. Go on.
Right. Let's go. Let's go.
Don't mind. Got the ex-husband's credit card.
Yeah, that's okay. It's got McTominay time, right? What did they sing? Do, 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 do.
Got McTomminay.
Right. Listen, I'm gonna put this to the stage, and hopefully, it's just a 1 minute clip, but it's a clip, like, you know, it's not original, it's a little bit of clip. But we're talking about pure passion. We're talking about, you know, you can say what you want. Let's hear it from Scotty. Hang on a second.
Ultimately, what fuels me, the self-doubt, keeps going around in your head thinking, can I keep performing at the level that I'm going?
Your first ever podcast, right?
Here we go. I didn't kick a ball from 16 to 18 in the youth team. I was small, 5'6". My body couldn't keep up.
Seminal moment for any young player on their journey.
I was frightened to death going in the jacuzzi. Go and do him. I wanted to go and show him who's the man. Just fighting and clawing my best to try and get into training with the first team.
Jose Mourinho.
But now he's gone. I didn't know what to think. The self-doubt came in. New manager comes in. Can I do it? Do you know what? I'm going to show him that I'm fresh.
Banner saying play like you mean it.
They're right. Play like you mean it.
The resilience. You've been at Man United for 21 years. You still have this feeling of I want to prove what I can do.
You always have to prove yourself at the club because they'll just go and get someone who's better. And I'm desperate to win at all costs.
Desperate to win at all costs, but I wonder, Nick, why was he so afraid to go into the jacuzzi, the opening statement?
Maybe he was scared of bubbles, I don't know.
Ooh, you got a bigger ding dong than I do.
Scared of bubbles. He didn't want to go to West Ham, so
exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah. But this is what we're talking about, guys. Like, you know, he's been with the club 21 years. He knows what it's all about. You know, play it like you mean it. I salute that when I saw this 1 hour video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I will put the reference link in the video description in chat later on below, because I don't want to be done by copywriting at the end of the day. So I want to hear from you guys.
Before super we chat. Move on, we have a couple of super chats. I just want to address them. We have one from Red J, the legend, Red J. He said, they say, get your super chats out for the lads and the girls.
Yes,
so, and we have another super chat again from Red J, and he says, press the like button all.
Thank you.
Everybody hit that like. And if we reach 100 like, Vicky will gift 20 memberships.
Oops. I love the way you say it.
Yeah, we can do it.
And plus, you can do it. Plus, I am sitting here slaving. It's 4:40 a.m. in the morning where I'm sitting. So I'm doing this for you because I love you guys anyway. But still, thank you so much, Red J. And let's talk about Scott McTominay. Yeah, let's talk about Scott McTominay, because you can watch this video and you go, what the hell am I being criticizing this guy for? Like, because you said it, Nick, like, we had bang average players at the end of the day. Will we make the cut as a mascot or just a squad player, or, because at the end of the day, doesn't really correlate what, Berrada wants to do in a way. Like, he wants to lead players, he wants a full squad, competition for places. Talk to us.
Well, I suppose it depends. When he says about, players have got 1 or 2 years to perform, what is he actually, what does he mean by perform? Does he mean show up in training? Does he mean show up on the pitch? Does he mean fight for your place? Does he mean score goals? There's so many different ways to interpret when he says, to perform. I think I watched, I'm a fan of Scott McTominay anyway. I don't think it's a secret. I've had his name as, my name on Twitter. And it's not that I necessarily think he's a fantastic footballer, because I absolutely don't. But what he does show is he shows up. You watch him in the games and he gets so much stick. And I'm not, and for some of the games, he does deserve the stick. We're talking about, when you said before, Vicky, about midfield and what's midfield. My issue with the way we play at the moment and the position that we've got McTominay in is it's not his preferred position. It's not the position that he enjoys and that he can play his best at. When he plays him more up front, he performs better. He is not a holding midfielder. He's just not. He's not that style. But he's not a defensive midfielder. He's more of an attacking midfielder. And I think that this is where some of the criticism comes in for the way Ten Hag has the players playing. He's playing them all in so many different positions. You've got Bruno in the middle, then he's on the right. You've got Garnacho on the left, and then you've got Rasford on the right, and then you're swapping them over. Nobody really knows the position that they're going to play in. And I'm not saying, and I've watched City and I've watched Liverpool and I've watched some of those other teams where the players can play in any position. We don't have that squad. We don't have a style of play to be able to play that way. So I think for me, when I watched that interview with Scott McTominay, I felt like he lived and breathed Manchester United. I felt that he came across as very sincere. I think when he says things like he wants to win at all costs, mentally, I think he truly believes that. Whether he's actually good enough is a completely different kettle of fish, isn't it? And it's that balance between players that want to come and give 110%, even though their 110% is probably only your 70%. You've, in the context of a full squad, a starting 11, will he be a better impact sub? Maybe he will. But you've got to think about, not all players are born equal. And it's about, what do those players do within that team? Fletcher, you look at the likes of Fletcher. He was well respected by his teammates because he was able to play in a position that gave the freedom to those other players to be able to do what they needed to do. So I think when we're looking at performing, it needs to be on balance, and it's, what are we talking about performing? Because you could say that there are certain players that aren't performing. We'll use De Gea last season as an example. People said he didn't perform. He let in loads of goals. He wasn't right. He was, but actually his back four were the ones that should. Your goalkeeper is your last line of defence. I need to be able to rely on my back four. If my back four aren't doing the job, it doesn't matter how fantastic of a goalkeeper you are. You're going to be dragged into all different positions, and that's when you make mistakes. So I think you need to put it all into context and not just think about that individual player in that position doing that job. You need to think about the other players that are around him. And, Scott has been, he's not consistently performed. He's consistently been a player that is very hot and cold, but you can't deny the passion that he's got. And I saw somebody in the chat say about, we've been keeping players based on passion. Have we? Because I watched Rashford and we've been keeping him. We've got Martial and we've been keeping him. They are not, to me, players that show passion. So, you need to mix it up a little bit, and you need to decide what it is that you want from your squad. And it needs to be a balanced squad. Some players play better in certain positions and then allow those other players around them to make that impact.
100%.
It feels like, in the past they've been rocking up for training, just do well in training just to get picked. And then as soon as they come on the pitch, they're just down tool, But you have players, what you said, they will do everything, but they're probably not talented enough. But each individual have a role to play in a squad,
Yeah.
You might not be, superstar, but you play a role. You might be a good ambassador off the field, a good leader. Maybe he's best position. He's an impact player, off the bench, come in and have an impact. He has a role to play. Like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had as well. He was not a starter. He was like a super sub, what people were saying as well. So yeah.
But yeah, the one thing I will say that I agree with Nick is the Darren Fletcher thing. So it must be a Scottish thing. But one thing that's the case, Scott McTomminay, start punching out some kids because Darren Fletcher's got some right talent these days.
Yeah, true. So let's talk about this one. Contract extension. Jarvis?
Yeah, we have more gifts and more super chats. So,
really? Let's take this away then.
Let's just want to play the super chats intro.
Really?
Yeah.
The super chat?
Super chat, super chat, super chat.
Super chat.
And it comes again from Red J. He's on fire today. I think he stole Vicky's ex-husband's credit card too. So no, but he comes in and said that's the dedication, Mick, being up in the night. So
you're nocturnal, aren't you? You like being up late at night.
I work hard. That's all I can say. I'm passionate. Same. I'm passionate about the club. I'm passionate about what we do. I'm passionate about this community. So thank you, Red J, as well. 100%. Thank you.
And we have from Angie, the legend herself.
Wow. Well done.
Oh my God!
Angie, you're a legend. Right.
What
we
a
have
legend.
a gift. What a legend. Angie, the gift that never stops.
You're killing me.
And just like Angie just says, if you can like it, if you got one, hit the like button.
So
I'm just saying, Angie, you're killing me. You want a Norwegian with bad eyesight to read out a lot of names, YouTube names. Okay, so we have Peter Day, we have Manan Garg, we have Jared Rego, Thank the Sherman, Philip Nolan, Kevin Murphy, Thomas Cavanaugh, Kevin with some Irish, I don't know, what do you call the close.
Clovers.
And the Living Prophecy, Leander, and we have Speaky Whaley, nice name, I like it. SRK Cirque, Ken Dixon, we have Batmouse, Sumac Roy, Lewis Green, Everything Carpi, welcome back, Everything Carpi, haven't seen you in a while, and we have Tebongo Teka and Nilsson Varela. And that was the last one. So welcome to the club.
Yep. Jarvis, you got to do that. Welcome to the family, okay?
Welcome to the family. I will give you an offer you can't refuse.
Thank you so much, Angie, and welcome to MUFC Realist TV community. And this is a gift, of course, but if you want to continue supporting, please extend that membership and support us. It means a lot to the channel as well. It means that we can do better content and eventually can start paying Jarvis more Snickers, right?
Yeah, I love Snickers.
Me too.
Caramel, peanuts, chocolate. What more can you?
Vicky, what's your favorite? Is it Snickers? Is it M&M's or is it?
It's the Whisper. It is a Whisper.
You,
what
Nick?
about you, Nick?
It's a Twix.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
100%.
I don't share a share bag of Whisper. I just don't. It just don't happen.
I don't share food, full stop, with anyone.
I like those. I like Snickers, but also remember those Bounties with the coconut and
Oh, I like a Bounty. See, a dark Bounty It's got to be a dark bounty.
The red
I
one.
know. Sorry, Nick.
Well, Nick likes curry nights, from my understanding.
I love curry nights.
Oh yeah, definitely the go-to takeaways.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just see here Red J comes in and say, Jarvis, you missed my last super chat saying that Angie is a legend. I'm so sorry,
Yes,
Red
she
J.
is.
Sometimes I mess up, but I will find it, and here it is.
Okay, you're forgiven.
Angie is a legend. Thank you,
And so
Red
are
J.
you, Reggie, for donating. Thank you.
I'll tell you what.
€2.49. Thank you.
Sorry.
Shukran.
I'll tell you what. I've got so much chocolate. I haven't really touched much of my Christmas chocolate, and I've just been gifted so much chocolate. But I'm on this fitness thing, right?
Yeah.
For this road to 40, which is in 2 weeks' time. Yuck. And so I have been touching it a little bit, but come my 40th, I'll come on and you'll go, is that fat bastard from The Spy Who Shagged Me or Vicky? And I'll be like, don't care.
Get into my belly.
Just send it to me, Vic. I'll eat it for you. Don't you worry about that.
I got some really good classics though. So obviously you guys aren't going to know, but Thornton's. I got the Thornton's lemon ones and the continental ones. Oh my god, they were my childhood.
Very nice.
Which I know that makes me sound posh, but I'm not.
Listen, I don't eat much candy, but if I do, my go-to is gummy bears, Haribo's.
Oh yeah,
the fruity ones. The fruity ones is good. And
I
of
think
course,
everyone in the comments should let us know their favorites.
Yeah, please let us know your favorites as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Compost Smurfs come in and say Maltesers for life.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. I was never a fan of M&M's, right? Though it's I don't know why. You know,
peanut M&M's though.
With the peanuts. Peanuts.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Listen, we got to talk about Scott McTominay contract extension.
It's
because
just not gonna happen.
Breaking came out today that Manchester United are planning to start talks to extend the contract of Scott McTominay until 2028. Is this the PR train already starting, guys? So what we were talking about?
100%. 100%, and bang on it. Go for it. Let's go pretend this is a contract extension. Well, wait a minute, because his contract ends this month. Extend it, and then just go, oh, yeah, we changed our mind. If you really want to have a look at this McTominay, we could talk. Sell him. Let's sell him. But let's play the train. Let's go for it.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I really don't think he's going anywhere. Not that I don't think that he could go somewhere else. I just think that he's United through and through. They're not getting rid of him. And it's a travesty when you've got some of the players that we've got hanging on, stealing a living, and then you've got somebody who comes out and gives it 110%. I mean, come on. It's just, I personally, I don't think he's going anywhere. I'd be very surprised.
You, Jarvis?
Yeah, I don't rate McTominay. For me, get rid, because he's not good enough. And I like him because he has a lot of passion when he plays, and he always gives his all. But for me, no, I'm not having it. We are Man United. He's not good enough, and we should have higher expectations, and we should demand more from our players. For me, he's a big physical guy, and when a coach don't trust the players to perform how he wants them to perform, they usually chuck in the big guys, because at least they can win the duels, they can wrestle around and leave a mark. But so for me, it tells me when Ten Hag plays McTominay all the time, it tells me that he doesn't trust his players. But McTominay, he shouldn't play for Man United. He's not good enough. He should play at the mid-table team and give all his effort and score a couple of goals. Yeah, that's perfect for him. But Man United is above his level, and the board, the coach, everybody should see this. And we have had McTominay in this club since 2000, and I think it was 17. Mourinho brought him in, and it's been way too long. We have to break up this McTominay thing. For me, sell.
But do you
like me on Bumble?
Do you think he'll be sold though? I know you want him to be, but do you think that he will be?
He's a survivor.
Yeah, that's a good question, yeah, I don't, I don't think he will leave, and I think the club, as you mentioned, they will paint him as a fairy tale now and push him forward as the new poster boy for Man United. But for me, I'm not having it.
That's like me on Bumble, just completely catfish them all.
No, hence this thumbnail. I'm a survivor. Like, I'm a survivor.
I'm not forgiven. Won't sing and make it rain.
Yeah, but for real, but do anyone really think that McTominay can play on a title-winning team as a vital role?
No, honest to God.
No, I'll do the other Destiny's Child song. It's like, can you pay the bills? Don't zoom in on that.
Jesus.
If you sell him, Casemiro, Varane, and that is some serious Saudi money, and McTominay obviously to the Premier League. What are we doing? We're going to make some money.
Yes, we're going to get into that. You actually lead into the transition of the next exercise, guys. This is the surprise of the day. And this is thanks to Phil Standish, our long missing brother, Phil Standish. Big up Phil as well. We miss you, brother. But he's busy forming like a youth team at the moment. He's just did the launch. He's coaching. He's, I don't know, something amazing for the kids, like, kids football clubs. So big up to Phil as well. He helped me with the spreadsheet, and I'm going to display it later on, guys. Me personally, there is a place for everyone in a team, but I can't put the finger on the pulse to understand what is he, right? I never could understood, he's been played as a center back, as a fullback, as a striker, as I don't know what it is, but as we said, everyone has a role to play in a team, and he's very good on interviews, talks a good talk, but when it comes to performance, if you want to go to elite, I don't think he's the right man to be in a title-winning performance. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for the lad, but, if you're going to be elite, to start winning, we have to be ruthless. That's what my thought is, I like the guy, but just don't think that he's good enough.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I just want to say one thing before we bring in Nick. When it comes to McTominay, some people call him McTerminator, and I like that.
Or Max Sideways.
I like that nickname in a way, but people think they call him McTerminator because he's like Arnold. He's big and strong and always keep running and stuff like that. But for me, he's like a robot. He doesn't think. He runs around the pitch. If the coach tell him to try to score goals, be around the 18-yard box and sniff a goal, yeah, he will do that. If the Scottish manager tells him you have to play center back, okay, he will do that. So he will always do as the coach tell him. He's very loyal, but he doesn't see. He can't read the game. He's like a robot. He can't adapt to the game and what's actually going on. I saw it last year. We played against City. We lost 6-3. He was playing in centrally in the midfield, and it was a huge gap because City had central midfielders. They just dragged McTominay out to the sides, and suddenly everything was open because the coach told him, you have to man mark this midfielder. And that was what McTominay was doing. He don't pay attention. He don't understand the game. And that's a big problem for me.
That's why I kind of hide and seek a little bit, ball watching as well. I agree, Nick, maybe you have a different opinion.
Look, I mean, we've won titles with the likes of Smalling, with Nana. I think that any player that we've got has the potential to win a title. Again, I think it's about the players that are around you as well, and them doing what needs to be done. Is he Premier League fantastic? No, he's not. He's average, but I do think that he can be part of a title winning squad, whether it's as an impact sub or whether it's in the starting 11. Again, I still don't think that they're going to get rid of him. I think that what they're looking for is those loyal players, and it's too late for McTominay in terms of you're able to mold players, and you can, the basics. You've got to be able to do the basics. Like Jarvis said, when you think of McTominay and you think that he's not got that spatial awareness, he can't read the game. He does what he's told to do, which might be enough with other players within that squad. I don't think we're going to get rid of him. I think that Ten Hag, if he stays as the manager, he needs loyal players who are going to come when he says, I need you on that pitch and I need you to do this. I think that he's the kind of player that Ten Hag wants to rely on. So I don't think that we'll get rid of him. I do think he can be in a title winning side. We've had worse, much worse, but you know, again, we're Manchester United and we should be attracting the very best, the creme de la creme of players. You know.
Sense.
All right. Big up. I want to move on with the show so we don't do a Jarvis Cocker Scorsese marathon over 2 hours stream like the other day, Jarvis. But big up. That was a massive show on Monday and we had over 1,500 views, constantly viewing as well. So big up. I want to move on to the next. How much money can be raised and who will survive the cuts? And we're talking about the brutal cut, what we've been talking about, guys. So be prepared. And this is basically by Phil Standish. He helped me out earlier today because I've been super busy. So let's do this one.
I need you to promise me that you'll be on your best behavior.
I promised other people that I'd be on my worst behavior. And I gave my word, so.
Don't make me fire you.
You can't fire me. You're acting manager, not office manager, so you have no firing powers.
Don't make me pre-fire you.
You wouldn't dare.
Watch this. You're pre-fired. And when I'm promoted, you'll be full fired.
If you get promoted. And if you haven't fallen in love with me by then.
What?
Guys, this is an old video, but it should be instead of Ten Hag, it should be Berrada there as well, Omar. But this was taken from The Office, if you remember that. Like, you know, you pre-fired. You cannot fire me. So basically, if you fall in love with me, and basically, I had this idea, guys, because they've been talking about cuts. And there's a list of players that I want to mention that we can actually raise fund, because there's been a question about how we're going to raise money to actually buy in players in the summer. And it's been talks about optimization of wage bills and costs. So I put in a little bit of an exercise here, looking at the annual salary of the players, the total market value according to the transfer mark. What we're going to do here as a community and as a panel that I want you to engage with is to put a selling figure, and then you can actually get the total what we can raise the fund at the moment. The players that we see here on the list is Harry Maguire. Tom Heaton is, of course, his contract is expiring. Lindelof, Varane, Luke Shaw, Donny van de Beek, Diego Dalot potentially. I don't know what you guys are thinking, just because there's been talks. I don't think he's going to go anyway. Wan-Bissaka was also talked. Casemiro is one of the high earners. Love it. Scott McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Some people love him. Some people hate him. Anthony Dos Santos. Some people call him a flop. Will he go to Saudi? It's on Ten Hag. Of course, Jadon Sancho, guys. Rashford, as we know it. And Martial, that recently dodged a bullet, you know, didn't want to go. And is he faking an injury? Because they said, you know, his agent was saying he's a hip adductors, and the club was saying he's undergoing a groin surgery. So what's it going to be, guys? Anyway, so guys, I hope you understand this exercise. I want to start with Maguire. Guys, Maguire annual salary is on £18,200,000 a year. Current market value is on 30 million, and we tried to flog him off to West Ham for that value. If we're going to sell him, as you can see, we have fundraised in total right now, and in the yellow, as it stands today, without even selling. You know, if we can get rid of all of this just in wage bill, we are looking about 153 million, 180 million just in wage bills, guys. So you can understand this exercise. So everyone agrees, everyone understands this exercise. Correct? Jarvis, you all good?
Yes.
You follow? You follow. Okay.
No,
I tried to send this. No, I tried to send the spreadsheet to you, but you knocked me off. You said, no, I'm too busy, Mick. So I went to Standish. So big up, Phil, for helping me. Jarvis was too busy. All right. So, guys, at the end of the day, let's start with Harry Maguire. He came out, helped out, then got injured. And do you think that he will be gone in the summer? Will he make the cut?
He's just had that groin injury, hasn't he? So right now, he's just started playing back on the grass. So probably after the West Ham game, he will possibly have a chance to come back. So you've
but the
got
thing
the
is,
Stoke, Wolves, and West Ham game to see if he'll get back into. If he'll get back, if he got back into the team, and he does all right, then hopefully that will be another reason to sell. And I think he will be gone. But it's all to do with obviously his contract, how much it costs and stuff like that, obviously. But it's just if he gets back into the team and looks good, I reckon he's gone. But if not, I think, you could see him sticking around for a consistent back four. And I don't really mean anything bad about that when it comes to Maguire. He obviously was almost out the door. When it comes to that, that's what I think will be the issue.
But this exercise is more regarding the statement from the new establishment. We're going to be ruthless. We're going to, sell a lot of assets. Maguire was on the chopping block in January. Was supposed to go to West Ham, but somehow Glazers blocked it or whatever I could understand. So this is all being ruthless. Basically, how much money do you think we can get for him, guys? Would you think we can get 30 mil?
Sell 30 mil.
30 mil, Jarvis?
Yeah, his contract is expiring in the summer 2025. So I think we will be lucky if we can get 20 million. But because of his wages, I think we will only get 10.
You reckon with the new establishment, what they're trying to do, sell better, not having John Murtaugh there, and the whatever chief transfer negotiator that was.
Yeah, I think you need to be realistic, Mick, about it. And when it comes to because his age too is 31 years old, he's not getting younger, so it will be just his last contract, and I think we will be lucky if we get any money for him. So 10 million, that's my estimate.
It's all about raising funds.
Don't you think that it also depends on what's going to be happening in the Euros? If he performs well in the Euros, that will keep him even with his age quite high.
No, guys, I want you to think like the current establishment. Being ruthless. It's all about we don't have money in the summer. It's all about generating funds, and these are the players that I put on the list. So we're going to go on this exercise. We're going to be brutal. Okay, if you say 20 million, that's great, because if you can see in total raise money in the current wage structure, this leads to 153 million, right? So the exercise is they will go into the summer knowing that we can save money on this wage structure bill and plus the add-ons what we sell, right? Currently, they're saying we're going to sell better. We're going to appoint the best-in-class people, Paul Mitchell. They currently fired the, what was his name? The chief transfer negotiator as well. What was his name? There was a report come out today. You remember his name?
Matt Hargreaves.
No, not Matt Hargreaves. There was another guy that's been with the club since he started with a team accountant or something, and then he went under Mutch Judge, worked as a transfer negotiator. I did this show this morning. I don't, a name that I never heard about before. But anyway, he's been let go as well. Okay, so 20 million going once, going twice. What is the VR room saying?
The VAR room are saying I'm useless as the chat moderator because I forget the super chats from Red J.
Oh, really? Okay.
Can I just read them out so I get them off my mind, because
sure.
He comes in and he said it was a long time ago. He said, "Did you say shukran, Nick?"
Yeah, I said shukran, Habibi. Kif halak.
For us who doesn't read Egyptian or Arabic,
thank you.
And afran means
Akhwan means you're welcome.
Oh, okay, cool. And we got this one from Red J again and say, pay attention, Jarvis, please. So we gave me a little bit of banter. So I'm just replied and said, I'm sorry, Red J, I'm useless as a chat producer. So
okay, right.
My limitations.
Where's producer Mark? He's got the day off today. Jarvis, you know what? You're like this. Sharpen out, Jarvis. Mini-me is coming out.
Anyway, guys. Yeah. There's no actually no chats about the wages. So VAR room. How much money can we get for Maguire if we sell him in the summer?
10 million.
10 million.
Yeah.
I think that's an undersell.
Homegrown talent. Pure profit.
His contract is up next year. He's not been fantastic. He's getting old. This will be his last contract. He's got an £18 million wage bill. There is absolutely no way that anybody is paying more than 10 mil. I'd love it if we got 30 million for him.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what? According to FFP rules, there's the homegrown talent, youth is pure profit, and also the aging also, that is also pure profit. And he's homegrown as well. So anything that you sell him is an extra profit, right? 15, 20, right?
He's not homegrown, but he is pure profit, isn't he?
He's not homegrown. Okay.
He's over 30.
It's not profit.
Well, no, it's not profit.
All right. We got to settle quickly.
I don't know. You don't know about the amount of shirts he sold. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he plays for England, doesn't it? So
yeah,
that always adds
20 mil.
Value. Well, let's be kind and say 25.
Yeah, let's say 25 because he almost went to West Ham for 30. So yeah.
Really?
And that was coming off a real poor season.
Oh shit! What happened here?
Selling for all that money.
Yeah, well, you fixed this, Mick. I just want to shout out to VAR room. Crunch King comes in, say 20 million for Maguire. Stephanie Griffith comes in with 50 million. Anyone higher? No, we have George Best coming in, 35 million. Lord Voldemort says 20 million for Maguire. Question mark and laughing emojis. And Jigsman 85 comes in 20 million, Mark 30 million. So there people are more optimistic than me and Nick, who only say 10 million. So maybe Vicky and Mick is right. 25, 30 million is the right price. But
he sells shirts.
Yeah,
he does. And it's not just us that don't look on the commercial side.
But he should start playing football, not selling shirts.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. All right. So all of a sudden we put 20 million. All of a sudden you can see down here it's raised. The fund is raised to 173 million. Okay, you understand this exercise? Yep. Fund raised. Okay, moving on. Tom Heaton, he's going for free, so that's not going to change. Victor Lindelof, another one. Market value currently on.
That's had a year-long extension, hasn't it?
Yeah, they extended in addition to probably sell him on. They added on the value, guys. Currently, value on the market according to Transfermarkt is 18 million. What do you think? He's going to make the cut, or he's going to stay, or do you think they're going to sell him off to, let's say, Benfica or whatever he came back from? I mean, I'm Swedish, so I love him for what it is, but maybe the time is. He's gone to sort of go for better players. Like at the end of it, you got to strengthen that, centre back position as well.
The one thing is, he's not bad, is he?
No, it's good.
He's not bad. No, he's good.
Yeah.
He definitely is a professional.
Yeah.
We can put him under that category of a player that wants to play for Man United. I think.
Yeah.
He does seem like a retiree. Yeah, a retiree squad player. I'd hate to say that, but if he can go, 18 up, go for 18. I mean, how old is he now? I don't even know how old he is.
29.
29. Oh, that's like a good time to sell. It's a good time to sell because he's got the experience,
They extended his contract with single purpose, probably to increase his value in the summer.
Yeah,
that gives you an indication. Okay, what do you reckon?
Only downfall is that he's injury prone.
80 million, yeah, exactly. Guys, what do you reckon? 18? You reckon
I
we
think
could sling it?
18's fair. Yeah, I think it's fair.
All right then. All right.
I wouldn't cut him. I would just keep him because it's unrealistic that we will buy 3 center backs. So if we sell,
you think it survives?
But and Maguire, we have to keep Lindelof for me.
Yeah. So you think it's?
I just wonder if we're selling all these players, who the hell are we going to get in to replace them? So we need to be.
This is the one thing I don't like is that we will go like players that need to go and that players could go for actual money. But you're just not going to get the recruitment in time enough to make all of this happen. And it just seems like the hysteria that happens with this is like we could talk about it to a black and blue in the face of who's coming and who's going, but the actual amount of people who's coming and going is just.
But
it's free players in, it's free players out. That's exactly what it will be.
This is exactly the train of thought when I designed this in my head. Is basically this is an exercise because you can't get rid of everyone. So who you gonna keep? Who you gonna cut? Right? And that's the thing. You can't get rid of your whole squad and centre backs at the end of the day. We know that they want to get rid of high wage bill earners, and Raphael Varane, they were talking about they're not going to extend his contract. They're going to try to talk to him to lower down his wage bill, right? So good evening to you, Julie, as well. Good evening. How you doing? And all of a sudden, guys, so what are you saying? You think they're going to keep Victor and try to sell Varane?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
So how much Varane current market value? 25 million. He's got 1 year left on his contract, as per my understanding. What do you reckon? Can we get 25 for him to Saudi League or?
I don't think so. I don't think that we're going to get anywhere near that. I mean, he's injury prone. He's not got the legs. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that, if I'm being honest.
20? Saudi?
Yeah, it depends who wants him. Going to Saudi, we will have they can give us like 40 if he goes to Saudi. It depends, and it depends on Varane too. Yeah, he could aim for Bayern Munich or maybe go back to Real Madrid in his last couple of seasons. But I don't think they want him.
Taking him back now.
So will Varane go to a club like, let's say, for example, Nottingham Forest or some lower league club with money who can pay his wages?
Going to play for Nottingham Forest?
So. Yeah.
No.
Guys, I want us to be
I'm either saying no comment or I'm saying 5 times Champions League Varane, World Cup winner Varane, 100 million going to Saudi. Done.
100 million.
Vic's our negotiator. That's it.
I would love to keep him 100%. I would, because we have the youngster, Willie.
They're buying the name, though.
Yeah,
they're buying the name, and that name comes under 100 mil.
Yeah,
he's down there with the Ronaldos. He's there. The Benzema.
The thing is, like, the reason depends on how they're going with the contract negotiation, because he's on 17,680,000 a year, and that's a massive, like, he's one of the top 3 earners in the club, and that's probably why they want to sort of either ship him off or get him to siphon a lesser contract. But 30 million to Saudi, they I don't know, it's up to the player and the player's agent, but I just want to speed on the process here because we've got a few to go over. So
the name, just so you know, the name, the peach, the absolute champagne, the name, he's there with the greats. He doesn't have to play so many games so yeah, he's going for big bucks, like big bucks.
How much did we pay for him, Vicky?
It's too much.
60.
Yeah.
And we want to make 40 mil profit on him. It's
go on.
Never going to happen. If it does, I'll buy you a big bounty and all the chocolate that you can eat in the world if we get 100 million.
As long as it's the red, I just see this massive red bounty coming my way now.
Look, barring his wage bill, barring that he's got 1 year left on his contract, I would say that you could sell him because of his name. I would sell 20 million, right?
No. Champagne for him, 25. Do what the market value says. We don't go any lower, and that's only because I'm on the show. I'm on the show, and I'm just not letting it go for any lower.
Okay, 25.
25
because it's you.
Crunking 232 comes in 100 million rupees.
Yep, 100 million rupees. All of a sudden, we are up on 198 million. Going Luke Shaw, guys. This is a big debate.
He's staying.
He's staying.
Stay.
He's staying.
He's staying.
Even just to the point that he's staying just to like help Tyrell Malacia. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, he looks like he's gone back a little bit. He saw him in training today, and I went, "Oh, someone let him have that Just Eat app." And I don't want to fat shame anybody. I don't want to.
You can come along with me then. You can keep
I know. You can come live with me. I'll be like, "What we're doing tonight?" So excited.
Just somebody call Just Eat.
Honestly, I went. He wasn't looking as slim and well groomed, and I know because that makes him sound like he looked fine. He looked fine.
Don't backtrack now, Vic. You've already made your mark.
Don't fat shame me now.
But he did look a bit. He did not look like the Shaw of last season.
Physical physique that he needs to be a Premier League footballer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
he just didn't look like he did last season. That's
the question is, like, you know, there's been players that have been throwing the manager on the bus. There's Luke Shaw. There's Rasford. Who else? Marshall's been surviving. Who else? McTomminey's been there for a long time. Is he coming to the end of his career? That's the thing, right? Do we want to buy better upcoming centre back? We sent Alvaro Fernandez out to Benfica for a loan to retract him. Maybe he's the one. We have, yeah.
The one thing I will say is, like, I think Shaw is going to become the next Johnny Evans, where he's going to be, where he sticks around, where he's stuck around for the knowledge, the culture, the physical presence, as well as being like, I don't think Shaw next season will start every game, but will always come on in the second half.
Okay, guys. Right, we're gonna move on. Let's sell, keep, make money out of it. Where do you reckon he'll be definitely staying? Reggie. Yeah, thank you. Shukran. Yeah, I do understand a little bit of Arabic, you know, because I lived in Dubai for 10 years. So, you know, I tend to learn language wherever I go. So that's my strength. But still, I want to move on. I want to be like Jean-Claude Blanc here. No, it's not Jean. Sorry. I'm getting tired, guys. It's like, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning almost 5:30 in the morning.
What's the name you were
Omar
looking
Berrada.
for? Yeah.
Yeah, the Barretta. I want to execute. Sorry, YouTube algorithm, don't take me wrong. Luke Shaw, guys, sell, keep. What do you reckon? Going once, twice?
Keep.
Okay, move on. Donny van de Beek, of course, he's definitely going. I think he's going on for long. Market value is 9 million.
Yeah, he'll go for like
9 million. You reckon?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 million, right? 90 million. Yeah, that's 9 million. Correct. All of a sudden, we have 207 million, right? Diego Deloy ain't going nowhere. Wan-Bissaka. There was reports.
There's just so many rumours, isn't there? And it's always referring back to Crystal Palace because that's where his family are and that's where he's happy.
I wouldn't sell him personally. I wouldn't sell him.
I would not.
I wouldn't. No.
I think he's the most improved player since Ten Hag came in as well. Like, you know, going forward, defending, brilliant. You know, there's games when he fits, there's games when he doesn't fit. But I say no. Keep him. Jarvis, you agree?
Okay.
Wan-Bissaka is a difficult one because he's a fantastic footballer when it comes to defending, but he has his limits going forward. I also think he can develop. Ten Hag developed him a lot since Ole's time. You know, he was just a pure defender under Ole, but we have seen more of him going forward, dribbling, taking on the men, and like doing good performances. But I think he don't suit our style. I don't think it depends. You know, if Ten Hag stays, then it's no problem. But if Ten Hag is well, I don't know. I'm very torn when it comes to Wan-Bissaka, but basically, I think I would sell because his contract expires 2025, and it's time to cash in. 18 months left, get some money.
Yeah, 18 months left, get some money. Tricky one. I'm not calling the shots here. Yeah, I'm just leading the spreadsheet. So, what are you guys saying then? Be ruthless.
Casemiro.
No.
Going. No.
What do you have? Wan-Bissaka staying.
I just staying. I'm going staying. There's so much talk about him going, but I'm just putting him stay.
Cass, 2 years left on his contract. One of the highest earners in the club. I bloody love him to pieces. I want him to stay. But obviously depends on what they want to do. 18,200,000 is his yearly wages. He's got a market value of £30 million at the moment. Guys,
he's at the contract stage of selling, isn't he? Yeah. For a profit. So sadly, I'll say he's going, but it's a bit unfortunate.
But still,
but
you reckon we'll keep
30,
him?
No, I think he'll go.
You think so, Jarvis?
Yeah, I wouldn't sell him. I would keep him for one more season. Because I think he's a class player, and I like he was almost this player of the season last year. So if he can avoid injuries, I think we should keep him. But he needs someone beside him in the pivot. We can't just play a single pivot. That's the biggest problem, because he don't have the legs to keep the width and patrol all of the midfield by himself. But if we can put him and Mainu together, yeah, I will keep him 1 more season.
I forgot to mention to put somebody in Amrabat there. Well, do you think they're gonna extend? Do you think they're gonna buy him because we loaned him we paid loan fee for 8? No, you don't think so? No. Okay. All right. Cool. So basically, the jury has decided Casemiro is staying. He passed the cut. Bruno Fernandes ain't going nowhere, right? McTominay. Yeah. Here we comes. McTominay sell keep. What do you think? Looks like by the tweet they want to sort of extend his contract.
Of course they want to say that, but I swear he's going. I think he's done.
Do you think it's a PR thing just to increase his value, to say he's not for sale?
100. To me, 100%. But what do I know? But I just think you've got to go and just go. The way that he was almost sold, and the way he scored some goals, and now that he's the golden boy,
he's played up his value, right?
Yeah, they might capitalise on it. I don't think he's going, and I wouldn't get rid. But
yeah, okay. Jarvis.
Yeah, I would sell.
Decision.
Sell.
Yeah, me too. I'll sell. It's time to go for me as well. It's
not
all
even
about
as a squad player. I wouldn't keep him.
No, it's hindering other youth developments, Dan Gores and all them, the upcoming. And also you can, if you want to have a better midfield, games are won and lost in the midfield. Of course you can. I'm done with this sentimental, jobs for the boys and just pick me. So now it's the new Ruthless United. So yeah, I'll go and buy something better. Sell. Yeah. So what do you reckon we can get? We can get 28, 30 homegrown talent.
No, he's homegrown. He plays he scores goals for Scotland.
35.
He scores goals for United. Yeah. He's
30
30.
30. Easy.
Well, they wanted 35 when he was going to West Ham, didn't they? So can we not just go with the thing that they wanted 35 for him when he went to West Ham?
Yeah, I agree. But I think we can even get more for him in the range of 35 to 40 millions, I believe.
35 then, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what they want. They're only willing to sell him for the right bid.
I literally think he's going to be one of the better sells where we don't get magic beans.
Yeah, all right.
And I literally just do think that's going to happen.
Yeah. All of a sudden, we raised a total of £242,180, and the buck don't start there because we have Bruno Fernandes ain't going nowhere.
No,
I don't think so. He's the captain. Anthony De Santos.
All those rumors today. They're going, another 50 mil to Saudi. Come on. What in the fidget spinner are you talking about?
I don't know. But judge and jury's out on him. He's earning 10,400,000 quid a year. Current market
Nick, do you
value.
think he'll go?
That is disgusting, that wage for him.
I know.
Disgusting.
But you know what his current value on the market is, according to Transfer Market, is 35 mil. And we paid
sell.
Yeah, sell.
Sell.
Going.
Super chat.
Oh,
Super chat.
Reggie's on fire.
Yeah, you can read it out. I can't.
Majnoon.
Marken wants to go to Pasha. So Pasha in Ibiza.
Pasha.
Ibiza.
Yeah, he wants to mix up with Mary Berry.
Yeah, cool.
I've been to Magaluf.
Magaluf.
I've never been to Ibiza.
Listen, we're running out of time, guys. I need to move forward. But big up Red J as well. Like, I got to be ruthless as well. Thank you again. And we're going to shout you out. Anthony Dos Santos. And now I can't see Jarvis because of the super chat. Coach Jodashi Anthony will suit Spurs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Let's read
Daniel
out some
Levy,
comments.
let's talk.
Yeah. Before we pass the judgment, what is the VR room saying? Coach Jodashi saying Anthony will suit Spurs. It's down to Jesus Christ. We should have never paid that money for him. He's worth maximum 25 million, and that is his market value currently. That's the thing.
They're worse than me on a hangover and panic buys. They really are. I've gone like, oh, look, there's a 25% sale, and then I'm like, oh, why did I think that was a good idea?
Yeah.
You can't return sell items.
Yeah, we are too stacked on. We have
Got to exchange, and you go, well, I don't like anything else there.
Well, yeah.
We are too stacked.
Literally, Anthony in a nutshell.
Yeah. We are too stacked on the wingers anyway. We have too many wingers. I mean, Amad Diallo, he ain't going nowhere. We bought him for 35 mil for Atalanta. The star boy will shine. We've been promised minutes. Pelistri's going on loan. We'll see if he ends up in Granada or PSV. There was, I did a show this morning, and basically they hit a roadblock because Granada didn't want to pay his wages. He's on 20,000 a week, and it's like, oh, I don't know if we can afford it. So Jarvis, remember
20,000 a week.
He is, 20,000 a week.
Bless him.
Cheap.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, this whole exercise, even though it's youngsters that are out on loan, they're like, some of them are under 20,000, right? So you give them development time, like, Alvaro Fernandez, Benfica, they pull him out from Granada to give him a better, development, right? You have bless his soul, Sevilla, Hannibal Mejbri as well, loan him out to better competitive leagues, right? So at the end of the day, you can bring them back to the summer, and you saved yourself shitloads of money, right?
Just like integration into that talk very quickly, because I know you want to press on. It's nice to see that. I guess with the whole Ineos vibe is that it has got other football clubs involved, and it would be nice to see back in before the Glazers just completely jacked it all, and just have the thing where we used to send consistent amount of players, young players, to go and play in European things to get some knowledge and vibes going again. I swear to God, it was Sporting Lisbon, but I don't think it was. It was a yellow and green team, which is Sporting Lisbon. But that happened, and then they just got rid of it. But that's what was working at the time. So I guess send them.
Did you have any relationship with a Belgium club, Antwerpen or something like that?
Yeah.
We used to send players to Belgium to play, to develop.
We used to have a fantastic development side of things, and just totally not been destroyed.
And that's the one thing that Omar was interested in. He was very interested in that part of the Man City group, all the whole Man City groups. That he was quite interested in it, and I think that's what the NFL were quite interested in poaching him for, but he just decided to come to the other side of the pond and paint Manchester red.
I think that Omar Berrada he's been critical, like he's been voicing his opinion before that Manchester United overpaid for Harry Maguire and certain players. So I this is something that, if we're back to tape, he said, like, if you're not performing consistently within 1-2 years, you're gone. It's unacceptable. and he hasn't really performed, his numbers what we bought him for. So I think that he will be gone in the summer. I think they will try to sell him. Like if his numbers not proving, he ain't ripping up at trees at the moment. I think we will cash in. I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
It really does go down and boil down to about the keeping of Erik ten Hag, which I would be very, very shocked and surprised they got rid of him, because obviously Ian and Ross are noticing that there are about 4 different players, like managers, team buying in that whole squad.
But put yourself in a club's position now. You're in charge of this. You need to raise funds because you know that we are broke, and the only way to go into the summer market to rebuild and to compete, we need to be ruthless and sell players that are not performing. This is the whole exercise at the end of the day. But this is also in reality what's going to happen and what they're planning to do. So judge and jury is out for me, Anthony. I don't see. I was a big advocate when he came. He scored in his first debut against Arsenal. Beautiful goal taken. But it's just not. It's not. I don't know. He doesn't suit Premier League.
I think maybe you go and put Anthony up for 40 mil and just see if anybody bites.
Right. Jarvis, 40 mil.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth, because he's on high wages. It's hard for clubs to pay that amount. So if we can get him off our
35.
wage bill and get a couple of bucks, I would be happy. So 25.
25. You're selling yourself cheap, my brother.
Well,
He wants rid, that's why.
I put 35. Okay, I put 35. That's the bare minimum. We paid 90 for him, or something.
Right, Sancho's going to go for 50. Let's just pretend that one's going to happen. Because I'm bored of talking about that. Yeah, I'm just bored of talking about him. That's apparently what Man United want. Let's just go and say that he does that.
Depends on how he does.
The guy doesn't deserve any more time.
But depends on how he goes with Dortmund at the moment. So yeah.
Oh, have you not seen his posts? He's cooking.
Yeah.
He's cooking. Okay,
he's tackling like anybody else in the Championship or the Premier League can do. But let's just pretend that that's like a nice little trick that he can do. It's just
They want to sling him off for 50. That's what they want to recuperate, because I was reading the reports of 50. So let's put 50 then.
Yeah, 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. 50 or 500 million.
Oh, let's go for that.
Yeah. 50. Right. Cool. Rashford ain't going nowhere, right?
PSG are always kind of want him. And I said to you, now I'd say he's done.
Third highest earner. Nobody's safe. Market value is £70 million. If you really want to cash in, there's a lot of money. If you want to shock.
Mbappe goes, then they're after him. 75 mil, wasn't it?
Yeah, get rid of him and get Mbappe in.
No, well, he's going to Real Madrid, isn't he?
That's what they say.
It'd be shocking, though.
All right.
Just want to move on. Talk of the transfer.
Okay, Marshall, we're not going to get anything by the sounds of it. We're going to talk. That's the next topic regarding that, because I want to move on. So, final bombshell is Rashford, guys. Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford. PSG for 75 mil. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Vic, head negotiator. That's it.
Okay. 75 mil. You reckon we're going to get that?
That's what we would have got last season. We're not going to get it this season. But if Mbappe goes, they want Rashford. He's gone. I just go like, I can see it now. Transfer talk of the season. Rashford's left.
750 million.
He bought himself an extra large earring that drops to the floor.
Right. So that means we are done with this exercise, people, because I want to press on. In total, what we have selected here, you can see this. We will sell Maguire, Rafael Varane, Donny van de Beek, McTominay, Anthony, Sancho, and Rashford. In that case, you will generate in sale 249 million, right? If you add on with all the wages that's been taken off the books, you're looking at 402 whooping million 180, guys, right? So you see this exercise together with the salaries. That is kind of like, if you look at FFP and everything, that means you don't have to whoop in too much on your own pocket. If you are, Ratcliffe or Ineos, So this is how you can generate funds, right? It's been reported that he's going to pump in extra 300 million baht. At the end of the day, we're not going to spend all of this. Do you think so?
No.
In one summer?
Yeah, but Mick, we got to be real, because when we sell players, we only get like 65 to 70% of the cut. It's only on homegrown players we get 100%. So
Yeah,
so
true.
it's a little bit less than it appears.
Okay, but I'm just like this is Phil Standish that did this Excel what do you call it, formula. Anyway, guys, I just want to give you an example in real life, potentially not as close shave as it is, but just to get you the practice going to sort of to understand where we are heading towards. So big up, thank you, Phil Standish, for your contribution. Big up. We promised to shout you out. We miss you, Phil, as well, if you're watching. Thank you. Right. Any comments regarding this?
Yes, we have one from Red J, a super chat. He say, Mark N, tell them what the Pashka is. I don't know.
Pasha.
Pasha.
Pasha is just a nightclub in Ibiza.
Yeah, it's a club. Pasha Club.
I'm too old for nightclubs.
Yep, far too old, me. Not doing
Pasha
it.
is a man of high standards. Yeah, Bestie always called me Pasha.
It's not a nightclub, but the closest I went to was Peaky Blinders in Manchester, and that was like that's it. That's the work. That's as far as you're going to get me.
Yep. So, guys, what do you need to do right now? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's free. And while you do it, hit that notification so you never miss a video to personalize, so you never miss when we go live. And the most important thing, share. And what you say, Vic?
Oh, hit the thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up. Because you said if we get 100, you will donate
another 20 gifted memberships. Why
so
not?
we are on the road. We are 89 at the moment, according to Stephanie Griffith. Listen, guys, it's a madness stream. It is encountering 0542 Thailand time. Big up to all of you.
Vic, do you have any more on your plates, or
do I have anything on my DJ plate?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Or do
because
you want to have
some
any
questions in the VAR room, but we can address them at the end of the
just
show.
address the question, because this is a big topic that I want to have at the end of the day. And go on.
I just want to bring out this one from Tommy Burris. She said, would you guys take Zidane as manager?
No, because I want and I want to stick with Erik ten Hag at least for one more season, because you have the players. You've got to be smart. Go with the science. He's got other people. He'll have other people taking care of the decisions that he's been having to do, like he had with like Van der Sar and everybody else at Ajax. You've got to let him just manager, because he's doing everything. Like he says, this job is 24 hours. I think he just needs a break. He needs the people to come in. He needs the Paul Mitchells. He needs everybody else. He needs to just relax a bit more and focus on the thing that he's so obsessed with, and that's playing football.
Okay.
Yep. Bold is best. If you haven't looked about all the people that are coming in, they're all bold.
Zidane bold.
Okay, I want to play a little game, before we continue, just to break the ice a bit, and that is pretty much who is the lucky one that will survive this cut, just to round up the cut discussions. So, guys, I want to introduce the traditional spin the wheel, and if we can remove Tommy Boric here so everyone can see. Guys, place your bets, because here we have McTominay, we have Lucky Luke in here, Luke Shaw, and we have, this is the old Garda, and we have Rashi Rich, and I call them the nicknames, and we've seen the wage bills. I want to place your bets who will survive, and let Lady Fortuna decide who will go.
Oh, right, I'm pressing Lucky Luke.
Lucky Luke, yeah. Lucky Luke, you have Rashi Rich, and you have McTominay. I didn't give him a nickname.
I don't.
But,
wait a minute. I got it. Got my chip.
You got a chip.
Luke.
Yep,
there we go.
Lucky Luke, what's your chip?
I'll go with the yellow for Rashford, because I want him.
Rashford. Okay, you place your bets on Rashford. Okay, and what about you, Nick?
Is this for who's gonna go or who's gonna stay?
Who will be lucky to survive the cut?
All right,
Oh
McTominay.
no! Then I won't bet on Rasford. Sorry.
Is
Okay.
it? Are we all
Who's
allowed to
dodging the
do the
bullet?
same, or is it too late that I've gone on Luke and then you two
No,
lose
of
out?
course not. It's all about basically it's all about who is dodging the bullet, right? Because we talked
McTominay's gonna
about
dodge
the ruthlessness and who's going to be lucky because these players has been there far too long and some people have been down tooling and at least you have passionate what we discuss. Scott McTominay that speaks the game and we play the video and everything. Wheel of Fortune, that's what it is, Julio. So place your bets. Who will be lucky here?
Julio would make a great announcer for like the Wheel of Fortune. Just saying.
He will be 91
He
likes.
would. 91 likes, 9 to go.
9 to go. Okay, guys, should we start again? Jarvis, let's start with you.
Luke will stay. He will make the
Luke.
cut.
Wheel of Misfortune. All right. You say Luke will stay?
Yeah.
Okay. Witterbird, Vicky?
Luke, look, I put my
Luke?
chip on it.
Yeah, you did. Nick?
It's a tankery. It's a tankery thing.
Of course, you've got McTominay.
I actually think two of them will stay. I think Luke and McTominay will make the
Okay.
cut.
We can spin it twice then.
Yeah.
We
I
spin it
think so.
twice. Okay, spin it twice. Guys, let's do this. Let's get into the action. And where's my controller? Here's go. Here's the controller and controller. First spin. We got to do this. Are you ready? Let's go. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to be lucky to survive the cards? Number 1. Lucky Luke.
Yay!
Hey, talk about being lucky. Lucky Luke. Who had Lucky Luke in the VR? Anyone?
Oh, we have a lot of Lucky Lukes in the VAR room. Who do we have here? Wheel of Fortune. McTominay said Peter Day. Neil Driscoll, McTominay. Scotty at the wheel comes in with Shaw. George Best with
was
Shaw.
right. Shaw
So,
is
yeah.
right.
Realist comes in.
Shaw
Great.
won as well. Yeah,
I
good.
swear to God, though, last season no one would have said this.
No.
All right. So that means that we still have one will survive. I'm a survivor. I'm a. Okay, place your bets on
I say Rashi.
Rashi. Right.
It could be either one. So
Okay. I think McTominay is lucky he will stay though. Okay, I place my bets on McTominay.
McTominay.
Yeah, McTominay to stay over Rashford.
Okay, VR room, get your chips ready. Let's spin it. Let's go. Who will be lucky? We had Lucky Luke survived Berretta's execution. Berretta. Let's go. What do we have? Come on. Get in there, son. Oh, Dominic will survive, so that means that
Rashford is going.
Rashford is going. Let's see, guys, if Lady Fortuna, because if you remember Rashford, we could cash in 75 million.
Yeah. Well, he had that new extra contract extension, didn't he, for a ridiculous amount of money for what? Oh, please don't say it was 5 years. It was 5 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, but if you look at, what we said here, if we zoom in here on this spreadsheet again, like let me just go full screen there. You can see Rashford here, right here. We said we could value 75 million. We said 75 mil, and that is a big profit. To be honest, right? So why not?
Homegrown, 100% straight in the pocket.
Yeah. What does it mean homegrown? So you grow at home?
Yeah. You're not allowed
So
to
it
grow.
means that you started in the if you played under the under 17s, your class is homegrown because you were you were playing under Man United for like
so
Garnacho homegrown.
Yeah. If you ask them, what are you smoking? Homegrown.
But we're not growing at home though, are we?
We are not promoting that stuff.
No.
No, I couldn't handle that
Say
stuff
goodbye,
even if I tried.
Listen, we are on the road to 100 likes, please. So please smash the like button. Time to
Do you
say
know
goodbye.
what? Everybody else was really really good. So I'll do it now as long as the ones that get the membership hit the like.
Really?
Oh,
You don't have to do it now. We have still one topic left.
Everybody, can I just say one thing? Everybody who doesn't receive a gifted membership, you have to go to options on YouTube and accept gifts. Then maybe you will receive a membership, a free membership.
And hopefully you'll continue doing it because we're so much fun.
Yeah. And we are on 94 likes at the moment, so we are only missing
Let me
6
get on
more
and
likes.
like it then. I'll get us up.
Nick, you haven't done it.
Well, because I'm
Actually,
on
I
my
haven't.
computer, yeah. I'll do it now.
All right.
Got my little violin playing from my app now.
94 likes. But before we continue, I want to introduce the final topic of this show. And yeah, guys, goes like this. Before you press anything, Stephanie Griffith I can not see what the golden Benzema or Sesko January surprise, guys. Let's talk some football and transfer. That is the last topic we're going to finish. You want me to repeat Benzema or Sesko January surprise? Because
I'm a massive fan of Sesko. I really thought we were going to do that. Not last season, but the season before, with the whole Frankie de Jong thing. So, that would be ideal.
Right.
And
there's an exercise here that I want everyone to think about, because we've been linked to Chopper Motting and to say there's a potential, this report saying it, but I've been saying that me and Mark been saying on the transfer show in the morning that according to German Bundesliga law, you cannot loan up because his contract is expiring in the summer. So the only way you can loan him up is to buy him. That's the thing, right? And Chopper Modding is 36, so that doesn't make sense. I don't believe all this report. Then you had, who else were we linked to in the striker market? Every time they can have Chopper Modding, it's it. Robbie and other crap strikers. But I've been singing the tune to say for a long time, ever since I spoke to Graham Bailey, like even in back last year as well. Manchester United are heavily in love with Benjamin Sesko, right? He's a player that nobody's talking about. Now it's picking up pace. Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea. You know why? He's got a release clause on 45 million in the summer that you can buy, but he's also available on a loan. 20-year-old, cheap in salary, you can get him on a cheap, right? So, or a Benzema that could sort of, it depends on what you want to achieve, right? If you want to get back into the top 4 as quick as possible so you can play Champions League, then you definitely get in the Benzema. The reason why I'm wanted to say this, it has to link with our new CEO as well. I got this in just today. Just want to put this to the stage. So, Omar Berrada could play a crucial role in bringing in Karim Benzema to Manchester United, the report says. And this is truly because he's got very good connections. He's got the Black Book. He's got very good connections with Al Ittihad. And easily, his wages, right? But if you look at the commercial values where you can sell him, shirt sellers and stuff like that, 6 months makes sense. Depends on what you want to achieve. But a long term, I will go for Sesko and just see how it goes. Loan him and then release that 45 million. That's a striker for the future. If we are seriously building for the future, I want to hear your opinions, guys.
Who will go first?
We have the guest of honor, sir.
Nick.
I'm taking Benzema.
You're taking Benz.
I'm taking Benz. I'm rolling in my Benz.
What about his wages? He's on 4 million a week, almost
something like that. But according
to
this
report, luckily I'm not paying it. So I mean, you think about his performances. Think about his shirt sales. Actually, what revenue will he bring in, and actually will that offset against his wages? I mean, I'm not a financial person at all, but he makes sense to me. I mean, he would sell millions of shirt. I'm not going to buy one because every time I buy a shirt with a player's name on it, they always turn shit. So I'm not going to do that. But he absolutely would bring in the revenue, and I like him. But we should have got him about 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. But he's still
Oh,
Benzema.
Nick, you sound like I've never heard that before.
Okay, let's just play a balance report because I'm just reading the report here. Said the Berrada could play a key role in that deal since the report states that he has a very good relationship with the directors of Al Ittihad. Right? It's further to say it's worth noting that Al Ittihad is one of the teams that are backed by the Saudi Arabian PIF, which also backs the team like Al Ali and Al Nasir and more. City made a bank last summer when they profited from Saudi wave ranking the cash for Riyad Mahrez and Aymeric Laporte, yeah. So that's that's what I'm saying. This guy is not a mug. He's got the black book. He knows how to wheel and deal, and obviously he can probably make this happen if the club wants it. Right? Depends on what you want to do. According to my opinion, is what I stated. If you want to quickly get back into catch up on the top four, you get a Benzema. But if you're looking forward to build for the long-term future, I'll go for Benjamin Sesko. Even bloody hell, get both.
I completely agree with you there on Mick. It is like if you want to do a quick loan to catch up, get Benzema, give Højlund a break. If you want to do a long-term investment, get Sesko, make a power youth up front.
Jarvis, it wouldn't bloody surprise me that the Glazers will go for such a commercial signing at the final. We always tend to do it late in the window. We always come at the last hour. It's like we have this contract with Sky News to break it at the very last of the transfer window. Breaking news. Hooray.
Is it till next Thursday?
Yes. Next Thursday is the deadline.
We know the Glazer rule book when it comes to transfers. They sign late and they sign big names. They don't care if they're 35, 36 years old. We all got giddy when we signed Ronaldo. Ronaldo came home. Everybody was.
I didn't.
Happy.
I wasn't happy with him coming back. So
I'm glad to hear, Nikki.
He ruined my Varane entrance.
But again, I wouldn't touch nowhere near Benzema. He's on 4 million a week. If he takes like a 90% wage cut, and then even then he will be the highest earner on 400k a week, and it will ruin our wage budget. I think we should just sit still, don't sign a player like that, and wait for the summer, and maybe sign Ben Sesko or Cisco. Live long and prosper, if you know what I mean.
Guys, let's just do. Should I do a poll on this one, or should we just do a live poll here as we speak?
I've actually got a question to ask you guys when it comes to the Ronaldo thing. Do you think that had because it wasn't obviously Ollie signing. Not even 100% sure Sancho was. Do you think that upset the grain of Ronaldo coming in so much that it stopped the team playing the way Ollie wanted to play? And do you think it really affected Sancho when he came in? Because I think Sancho was meant to get the number 7.
I think that it was a really poor decision to re-sign Ronaldo. I think that he has already been on the biggest stage in the world. He developed with us, but actually his best years were when he was with us. And I think bringing him back did upset the apple cart, because the reason I didn't want him is because he's one of those players where everything has to go through him. And when you watch the play, and when they played with Ronaldo, everything didn't work because everybody was trying to put things through him. Now, that could have been their decision. They could have decided, I want to make sure that I'm involved in this play with Ronaldo. Or some of it could be they were too scared not to, or they'd been told that that's what they had to do. I think that there was a lot of ego within that. And I don't think it was good for the rest of the players. And again, I think Ronaldo's, whether it's not a criticism, but his You know, when you listen to him talk and he says, you know, the young players, they should look up to the, you know, the most experienced players and learn from them. But there's a little bit of ego within that, and you have to knock that on its head to be able to teach people in a specific way. You can't go in and say, I am the best and you should watch me and watch how I play and you will learn. There's a way of going about it, and I'm not quite sure that Ronaldo's quite got that teaching down to a T, and he was quite angry and upset at some of the play when it didn't go his way, and he would shout at the other players who perhaps didn't pass to him or passed too late or it was too much of a long ball. And there's a way that you have to do that, especially with young players, because it knocks the confidence, you know. And you heard McTominay talking about confidence, and it's a real fine line. I'm not saying that these players are spoilt brats and they shouldn't take criticism, but there's a way of going about it, and not everybody who knows maths can teach maths. There's a skill involved in it, and it's the same with football. And you see it so often with ex-players that turn to managers because they think, well, I played football, so I can teach it, and it doesn't work out because it's not the same. So I think that completely upset the apple cart, if I'm being honest. That was a long-winded way of saying yes, it did.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I just want to let you know that I posted a poll. You know, what I would say, like, you know, we talked about long-term versus short-term, and what we talked about, who would you sign, Benzema or Benjamin Sesko? Those two options, right? Because that's what we are most heavily like to link. Chopper modding, I don't believe it. Will we get like a Brobby? I don't think so. Will we get just a crap striker just to, like what we usually do, like, you know, pull out a rabbit out of a hat? Like, you know, we got the Weghorst, he had passion, but nothing happened.
But Weghorst did bits, though.
Yeah, he did bits, yes. But Uncle
He's not a
Iggy
mannequin.
Uncle Iggy also did bits. Anyway, guys, please, we have overstayed our 2 hours. We actually managed to do a Jarvis special, a Scorsese. We've gone over 2 hours. So big up for everyone that stayed here. We are waiting for 100 likes because Vicky promised a gift. So we are 5 away.
Go. All right.
No.
I got PT in the morning.
Wait. So guys, get your votes in before I close the poll as well. Currently, let me see how many votes are we having right now. There's 23 votes. Come on. And currently Sesko is leading with 70%, Benzema with 30. That poll is going off the rockets right now. More people are voting. Please get your votes in, and while you're at it, please hit that like button so we can get up to 100. Please. Guys, we're also playing on Sunday, FA Cup. Quickly, Onana versus Beyonder. Onana, the blunder that he did, he got dropped by his cousin, XYZ. I'm not going to have this debate, but it's.
I don't even like talking about this.
No.
Because
but what I want to say,
if he's there, Eric Ten Hag always puts out his best players.
Yeah.
Onana is his best player, and that poor Turkish goalie is just going to get thrown to the wolves because everybody's going, oh, we really want to see him, and he'll do bad.
What I want to say, darling, is basically no matter what, it was always reported that he was promised to play this game. So no matter what Onana does, comes back, Beyonder will start on Sunday. So, and a lot of people wants to see him because we want to see what we bought, including I'm curious because I haven't seen him play. So yeah, big up. I want to see that play. Nothing to say that he will take his place, but just want to see what kind of goalkeeper he is. Jarvis, what's your opinion?
Okay.
Yeah, just continue, Vicky.
Yeah, okay, Vicky.
So they'll play him obviously for Port Vale, but if it comes to the Wolves game, I don't see him playing for Wolves. Either Ronana's still not back, I see Tom Heaton playing because he wants experienced players. He's brought this guy. He's not overly experienced and he's not ready for Premier League, and that's the God honest truth. And I just don't see him getting picked for that sort of vibe. And it's just like, because that's what the people want. Sorry, Newport. If people want that, but people aren't prepared to then go, oh, he's a flop as well, just because he's not ready.
Yeah, that's a typical fan base, guys. Yes, Jarvis.
Yeah, now we have been talking in a long time, and we have had a gift and a super chat, and I just want to address it before we leave. Here we are. We have one more super chat from Red J. He say, "Thanks for the show, love heart, and a great stream. Thank you, Red J. You have been fantastic today. I'm really thankful for all the super chats, and yeah, this is how you do it."
Yeah.
Mine look like a...
You got hands. You got little hands.
No.
Mine's a spastic heart.
Mine look like something, I don't know what I don't want to mention, like a hole in the middle.
Yeah, mine just looks like what I do with my kids, and I just squeeze them.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank Red J for all the super chats. You have been amazing today. Thank you, and thank you. And we are on 97 likes. So please give us the 3 last likes so we get to 100. But
we got to over 100 last time I was on quiet.
She's gifted 100. No, 20.
20.
Yeah.
20.
Big up. Listen, who was gifted?
Should I read them out, Mick? Do we have the time?
Yes, please. Yes, I have time.
It's been a while.
I have the time of my life.
I never felt
Dead
this
guy
way
singing.
before.
Here we go.
It's
Right, while he's finding the list, Nick, have you ever been picked up like that?
Like, I'd probably break somebody's back if I did that.
There is
never in a million years.
What?
No.
All right.
Nah,
Jarvis.
if I did that, that's got stitches involved. So.
I'd like to, though, by Patrick Swayze. But,
well, yeah, bring him back. Bring him back from the dead.
All right, are we guys still ready to rock and roll?
I'm
Are
sorry,
we
I
saying...
can't read them out because I can't go further back in the chat. It stops after a while. So
okay.
So
let me see if
sorry.
I can pull them up. I have the chat open as well. So what? There was... When was this gifted? A long time ago?
A while ago.
A while ago. Oh,
It might be too late now.
11:50 p.m.
Okay. Anyway, at the moment, I just want to see the poll. 29 votes. 62% says Sesko, 38% Benjamin. Well, I'm trying to find the membership votes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, here we go. We have Boss Robo Courts was gifted a membership. Frode Rugelschön. Frode Rugelschön was gifted a membership. He must be Norwegian by the sounds of it. Shugun Matthias was also gifted a membership. Paramount was gifted a membership. Lucifer Morningstar, it's been a long time coming since we've seen your face here and name, but congratulations for being gifted a membership from Vicky. And let's see, John O'Neill was also gifted. Wayne Wilson. Joel was gifted a membership. Red G says Legendary Vicky. Noah was gifted a membership. Big up Noah as well. Jerome Abrams was gifted a membership. FGTT was gifted a membership. Excuse me if I'm slaughtering your names here. Michael Schifferoff was also gifted a membership. And Mops was gifted a membership. Alex Crumble. Geordie was also gifted a membership. Geordie, big up my friend as well. Good to see you. And Welshie was gifted a membership. Black Hole was gifted a membership. Bosman UK and Jesus Ragnar Lothbrook Gaming was gifted a membership.
Ragnar.
Ragnar Lothbrook. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and that's about it. That's where the buck stops. So congratulations, guys. Jarvis, what do you do here? What do you say? What do we usually say? Welcome to the family.
I used to say welcome to the club, and remember to
welcome
thank
to
Vicky.
the family.
No, you forgot.
Welcome to the family.
Who got to take care of the family, huh?
Yeah.
What a bullshit. Mickey Blue Eyes, come see you. No. Thank you, Vicky, for your donation, guys. And where are we now? If we haven't reached 100 after your donation, I don't know what to do anymore. We've been slaving hard in the kitchen. Ladies, you look amazing. You've been fantastic today. It's been a fantastic show. Nick, I've been knocking on your door. I've been trying to give you flowers, but you've been singing this song with Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers, but finally, we got to gift you flowers today. So good to see you, Nicky, as well.
It's good to be back on.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic
Don't be a
to
stranger.
have you back, Nick.
Yeah. You've been facts.
Great
You've been
news.
really good. Yeah.
I didn't know
And the
that you
thing
had
is-
left.
I didn't know you guys knew each other, and
I'm
then all of a
just
sudden,
new.
hey, yeah, you knew each other.
Oh, well, we just deal with the same spanners on Twitter, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
We do indeed.
Spammers.
Spanners.
Spanners.
Spanners. Moderators. Yeah, I thought you said spammers. Anyway, guys, 98 likes. Can we get 99 Luftballon at least? 99. Two more. We're not going anywhere.
You know,
Can we get 100?
you should be able to crack on in a minute because honestly, I did this thing with my PT today. We had circuits today, and he goes, "Do you want to like in between like moving to the next station? Do you want to do more running, or do you want to like me to do the abs?" And I said, "I'm good with abs." And then he was like, "Well, let's do the more running." So then I said, "Well, fine. I want to do stair drills and burpees tomorrow." And then he went, "That's what we're going to do." And I'm terrified.
Terrified. Listen, what do we need to do to get 100 is full Monty from Jarvis, right? You can leave your hat on. Right?
Oh, let's it's going to take a while.
No, we're not going there.
No, you were. I'm sure it got the sort of vibe of when you take off your sweaty sports bra. It's like wrestling. Nick, you know what I'm on about.
I know exactly.
Yeah. 100%.
We have 99, but we have reached 100.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
It really helps out for the algorithm, guys.
Definitely. And just for the future reference, so you don't forget it, another education, okay? For the next time, we don't want to force this card upon you.
So it's come to our attention that about 90% of you on YouTube have not yet learned how to smash the like button. What? So today, we're going to learn.
No! God,
are you ready?
Please, no! No!
All right.
No!
And that is how you smash the like button. Hit the like button. What did I say?
Hit the like button.
Exactly. Don't forget it.
Nice.
That's all, folks. Thank you for support. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all the super chats, donations. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Vicky. Guys, it's been a long stream. We had a blast, and everyone that came in, all roses, big up to you. I don't know how to thank you more than it's time to say goodnight. Time to say goodbye. Fortunately, we have to go. Thank you guys for watching.
One more thing before we go, Mick, I just want to say big up to Crunch King, Ivo Bosic, Lillis, Rayat, George Best, Scotty at the wheel, Stephanie Griffith. We have Red J with all his super chats.
Neil.
Healer United. Jordan.
Neil Studio.
Football Power Hour. Neil Driscoll. Ivo Bosic.
Puppies here.
Yeah.
Cool.
So many of you.
Stu was there for a moment.
Yeah, Stu was here.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the sofa tonight.
He was supposed to come in.
He was. And then he caught an injury during football apparently, so he messaged me. But
he pulled a hamstring. Damn it! He did it. He just did a bloody Anthony Marshall on us right now. Right? He dodged the bullet. Anyway,
this is what happens when he doesn't take his simmer frame.
Yeah, true.
But tomorrow we're on a channel All for United tomorrow. So
yes, please.
And we'll be doing our topic week. It's a week that I used to do, and I've been the one to encourage it to come back. And we all pick a topic and we will discuss it. And it's about future, the past, and ongoing bits of United. And Stu will probably be talking about socks.
How about socks and shin pads? Go check it out tomorrow. All for United as well. Big up. Go check it out. But until then, Jarvis, Jamie Vane, also all the moderators, Angie, also thank yous for your support, for your retweets, and everyone that retweeted. Thank you massively from the bottom of our hearts. It's been an epic show tonight. It's been a blockbuster, and I hope to see you girls back on next week as well if you're free. On Wednesdays, make it a regular curry night. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, I tell you what, I'll be back next week. But Cubs, we're doing a midnight walk for them. As long as I don't lose them and I lose myself, I'm back.
Yeah.
Don't
Anyway,
count your chicken.
I think we'll be back tomorrow. I think it's the manager's press conference tomorrow, I think. So we'll be covering that live tomorrow. So check it out. Please come back for the live, because we do broadcast live press conference, right? So with comments. It'll be me and M&Ms like Mark and Mick. Anyway, I'm done. It's time to say goodbye. All right. Thank you for all your support. And good night. Sleep well.
Good night.
Good night.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.